And Allah is teaching us, do not spread the news until you make verified. Lest you unwittingly harm others. Without intention you are harming people now. And you will be ashamed for that. And then you regret what you have done. So very important message here, especially the news, BBC or CNN or ABS, CBN, you heard some news and you started to believe in it. The news are not the court. If you heard somebody is accused in the news, don't consider that person as a criminal yet. Because it's just a news only. The news is not a court. The person cannot be guilty. He can be only suspect. Unless you bring him to the court and you bring the witness and evidence and proofs and he is guilty, then you can call him as a criminal. Not the news. News has no value. And know that the messenger of Allah is among you. If he were to obey you in many things, you would suffer for it. So if messenger will obey the desires of the people, then there will be lots of problems, because people's desire always lead to destruction. Most of the desires of the people lead to destruction. However, Allah has endeared the faith to you. So we are loving in our iman, our faith in Allah, we loved it more, too much. Because Allah made it loveful to you, for us, if you are true believers. And beautify it in your hearts. And Allah make this iman, the belief, very beautified in our hearts. And has made denial of the truth, wickedness and disobedience hateful to us. So if you are a true believer, then the denial of the truth, the arrogance, the wickedness, masamogali and disobedience of Allah will become hateful to our hearts. We don't like this all. People such as these are rightly guided through Allah's bounty and favor. Allah is all-knowing and wise. If two parties of the believers fight against each other, make peace between them. Then if after that one of them transgresses against the other, fight the party that transgresses until it submits to the command of Allah. Then if it complies, make peace between them with equity, with justice, and act justly. Truly Allah loves those who make justice. So if these two parties fighting, or two brothers fighting, not go to him and make him to fight there, backbiting, and go to him and let him fight. That is a qate. A person who led two persons to fight, he is a qate, he is making a distraction. And the Prophet ﷺ, the qate will not go to paradise. Yung tao na mag-away, hindi pasok sa paraiso. So we should not be person who make away. Rather, we make peace between the brothers. To make brothers, sisters to become friends and brothers and sisters. And not to fight each other. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, if the two believers, they fight and they will not talk for 3 days. 3 days. Then if they will die, both of them will go to hellfire. Allah will not forgive them. How big is how big warning is here? If the two believers are fighting and they start talking, okay, I don't like to talk to you, get out. Until they will not make bati, they will not be friends again, they both will be not have a mercy of Allah. Allah is not going to forgive them. And the one who will start first and he go to his brother, okay, I don't like to fight you anymore, you're my brother in iman, in faith in Allah. That you believe in Allah, I believe in Allah. So I don't want to fight with you. The one who will start first, he will be more blessed by Allah. And if this other one doesn't want to, he still compromise, then he still continue to get the curse of Allah. But the first one is still out of the curse of Allah. So curse will start to be on these two persons after the third day. So maximum you can fight with your brother only for 3 days. After that you have to remove your hatred and go and compromise with him and be friend with him. Or the sisters, they cannot be continue their quarrel for more than 3 days. Now the ayah number 10, innamal mu'minuna ikhwa, surely the believers are brothers. Journal term, the believer men are brothers and believer women are sisters. So make peace between your brothers and fear Allah so that mercy may be shown to you. So more we fear Allah, the more we get mercy of Allah. Believers, let not some men among you ridicule others. Do not make tawa. Individually or collectively. Some people are sitting and they make tawa to other people. That is too bad. Mockery. It may be that the latter are better than the former. Maybe you are laughing on them, making tawa to them. Maybe they are better than you, your own group. Maybe they are more honorable with Allah than you. Nor should some women laugh at others. A group of women, they are laughing to other women group. It may be the latter are better than the former. Maybe those to whom you are laughing, they are better than you. Do not defame or be sarcastic to each other. Do not defame. Panira, do not make panira. Talking about this bad person and like this and like this and like this. Do not do this. And do not be sarcastic. Or call each other by bad names. So calling each other with the bad names is very, very bad attitude. It's the thing which we should avoid, calling the bad names. For example, the word using in Tagalog, gago, siraulo, or any other bad word names. This is not the act of a believer. Believer should not be doing like this. As Allah said, here, وَلَا تَلْمِزُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَلَا تَنَابَزُوا بِالْأَلْقَابِ بِئْسَ مَا الْفُسُوقُ بَعْدَ الْإِيمَانِ. And do not call with the names. And not to give the bad names also. Like some people, like especially the Christians, and some Muslims are following them. I saw the list of the Muslims, and one of the Muslim name is Tox. And I remember the Tox is the one, when you have a wall, you want to make butas, you put the Tox and then you make the pako, the nail. So I said, why brother, his name is Tox? It's a very bad name to put yourself name is Tox. Or some people, they put their name is Nas. What is Nas? Nash or Nash, something like that. So we are not allowed to have those names. Like the Christians, they have so many this kind of names like Popoi, Nonoi, Todoi, Loloi, Momoi. We are not allowed to have this kind of names to use. Some people, they call their children with the very bad names also. Some people, they call to others are like doggy also. Say it's a doggy. What is doggy? He's a human being, then you call him a doggy. So we are not allowed to call the bad names, but very good and respectful names. If ever we give the nicknames should be the good nicknames, not the bad nicknames. Very good nicknames. And Allah said those who are doing this, giving the bad names and defaming and etc., then Allah is saying, how bad it is to earn an evil reputation after accepting the faith. You become a believer, and now you still are a very bad attitude, talking those bad names and bad words. Those who do not repent are the evildoers. Believers avoid much suspicion. Indeed, some suspicions are sin. Now, suspecting is not totally haram. Sometimes the suspicion is allowed also. For example, Somebody come at the night outside the masjid and he is roaming around. Then we have, for example, CCTV. And Brother Salgon is watching CCTV and he sees somebody is ikut-ikut. Now he's going to suspect. Is this a sin? Is this a sin? That's not a sin. Because now you are worrying about the security of the masjid. Why? What is the reason of this man? 1 o'clock at night and he's just roaming around the masjid. So you have to call the police now. You have to do something for the security of the masjid. Same thing with the house. If a person, you are in your house and somebody is coming outside your house and is roaming around and is looking around, so you have to call police now. So this kind of suspicion is allowed. So not all suspicions are haram, because the Quran is very logical. So say some of the suspicions are haram. So always suspicion is not good. Suspicion without reason is not good. So avoid the suspicion is very important, unless if it is really needed. Some people, they have some kind of psychological problem. They have some psychological problem, and now you are talking to person and he is listening and he is suspecting now that they are talking against him, and he will get mad at you. Why? What are you talking? You talking against me? So some people have this kind of attitude of suspicion. It's not good. Avoid the suspicion. You don't need to suspect that they are talking against you. And those who are two person, the Prophet ﷺ said, do not whisper in the ear of your brother, because it will hurt your other brother. Because when you are talking, whispering slowly, talking, then it will get hurt your third person in the meeting. Will think maybe they are hidingly talking something maybe against me. So we also have to avoid any action which can cause suspicion also. And do not spy on one another. So not to spy on one another. And not to backbite. Hello, where are you? Okay, Asa. And do not spy on one another, and do not backbite. Would any one of you like to eat his dead brother's meat, flesh? Now what is the backbiting? What is the backbiting? A brother of ours, he has a bad attitude, surely has a bad attitude. Maybe he's lying, or he is hurting somebody with his words, or he is saying some bad word. Okay, for example, bad word. One of your brother is speaking a bad word. Surely he is speaking a bad word. Now he is not here right now. And I say, this our brother is speaking a bad word. That's backbiting. Even though he has this bad attitude, is still not in front of him you are talking, that is a backbiting. The Prophet ﷺ was asked, what is the backbiting? He said, when you talk about your brother something in his absence, which he do not like you to talk. And then the companion said, if he has this bad attitude, still that's a backbiting? He said, yes. If he has this bad attitude and you talk in his absence, that is the backbiting. If he don't have this bad attitude and you talk in his absence, that is a slander. More bigger sin. Bintang. So if a person has some bad attitude and you talk about him in his absence, wala siya dito, and then kausap mo na tungkol sa kanya, that is backbiting. Kung wala siya ng yung na masama na ito, and when you talk against him, that is bintag, the slandering. This is more bigger sin than the ghiba. And Allah compared it that you have your dead brother, he died, and you are like a bird who eat from the dead meat. So you have a dead brother now, Your brother is dead, he cannot speak to you against to protect himself. He has no power to speak anymore. He's dead, and now you are getting his meat and you are eating. And you are fasting also, subhanallah. In the fasting you drink water, broken your fast. You eat the dates, broken your fast. You eat any meat, broken your fast. You cannot eat anything. You cannot drink anything. And you are hardship begging, no eating, no drinking, but whole day you beg backbiting. You are eating the flesh of your dead brother. Where is your fasting now? What kind of fasting is this? Is this fasting is acceptable? That you are backbiting your brother or the sister backbiting her sister whole day? And then thinking, oh, subhanallah, bismillah, I finished my fasting now. Your fasting is already finished before. Because whole day you eat the meat of your dead brother. Where is your fasting? Allah said that. Is Allah is speaking a lie? Allah said that you are eating the dead body of your brother, the meat of your dead brother. So now myself, I'm very strict now myself. If somebody comes to me, I'm announcing here, if somebody comes to me and he wants to talk against a brother, I will say no. I don't like to listen. Because listening backbiting is equal to make backbiting. If you listen the backbiting, you are as equal as doing the backbiting. You are also eating the flesh of a dead brother. So if somebody comes to me and he wants to talk against a brother, sorry, I don't like to listen. Bring him here, then I will listen after that only. Until this brother is not here, I don't like to listen against him anything. You can go and talk to him directly. I'm not going to listen against him anything unless you bring him here. Myself, I wanted to, the most hateful person here for us is the butch. Most hateful person. Myself, I want to promise myself, I will not talk against Butch also, if he's not in front of me. We can go in a court to file case against him. We can do anything against him to get our rights. But we are not allowed to backbite him also. Because he's also a human being. He's also a human being. He has his respect. We cannot say a bad word for him in his absence. Even in front of him, we cannot say any bad word. Much more at the back of him. And then talking against him or call him some bad words. We cannot do this. Because we are believers. Allah forbid for us to this. So this even we hate him too much. But we still pray for Allah. That may Allah guide him. May Allah guide Butch. Then maybe hopefully one day the Butch will become our brother in Islam. Maybe he's praying here with us. If Allah wish. He has something good, Allah will guide him. So we will not backbite him also. Because we have to learn the moral. No, not backbite. Now myself, I'm very open here. If somebody is backbiting me in the whole world now, anybody, welcome to do that. Do it. So I will get rid of my sin. All my sin will go away. I will be hoping that will become the reason for me to go to paradise. Because when some person is backbiting you, you are getting away from your sin. And all the good deeds of him is going to your account. You are getting his good deeds and you are throwing your sin to him now. He is washing your sin now. Only the request, if somebody heard already by mistake some of my backbiting, do not bring this message to me to hurt me. Don't like to listen. If they are backbiting me, let them do. If you are my friend, don't listen that. But if you are my enemy, you will listen that. And you are more enemy to me, you will bring this news to me to hurt me. So that's I am teaching a good moral to you here. Do not be afraid with somebody backbiting you. That is a very beneficial for you. That's a very good thing for you because they are giving you, they are all good deeds and they are washing your sins. They are getting your sins. So backbiting is eating the flesh of your dead brother or eating the flesh of your dead sister. So you would hate it. You hate to eat the flesh of your dead brother or dead sister. So same thing you have to hate to backbite them. So may Allah save us from backbiting. You know backbiting, we all do backbiting in our life. And when we are backbiting a third person, wala siya dito, and when we are backbiting, it's really delicious. Masarap. You feel enjoy. When two persons are backbiting a third person, it's very enjoyable. It looks like I'm eating a chicken. But it's not a chicken, it's eating the dead meat of your brother. You think that's like a chicken, or maybe it's like a beef stick or kebab, but actually you are eating the dead meat of your brother. It's very bad attitude. If you're doing that, you're losing your good deeds. You're losing your fasting, your salah, everything you're losing. It's a very, very bad character to talk something against your brother in his absence. Fear Allah. Allah is ever forgiving, the most merciful. Mankind, we have created you from one male and one female and made you into branches and tribes. Chinese, Indians, Africans, these are the branches. Divide into the branches and tribes. Tribes, different tribes. Like Arab is the one major Shu'ub, and now in the Arab there are tribes. Harabi, Ghamdi, so many tribes inside the Arabs. Canaanites, etc. And all the people, they have a different tribes, like in Philippines. The basic race in the Philippines is a Malay. Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines is a one race, Malay race. But inside the Malay race, they have so many tribes. Bisayans, Bicolanos, Maranaos, Maguindanao, Samal, Bajau. Like in Malaysia, they have many tribes. In Indonesia, they have many tribes. So the basic, like Malay or Indian or Chinese, and inside there are so many divisions, the tribes. And those are only for identification. For example, we have a Muslim brother. Our one Muslim brother named Abdullah. Another Muslim brother, Abdullah. Another Muslim brother, Abdullah. Abdullah. Now how we differentiate? We say Abdullah Maranao, Abdullah Maguindanao, Abdullah Bicolanon, Abdullah Bisaya, Abdullah Chabacano, Abdullah Ilocano. So you can identify with those races, or those tribes. So we have to put something there to add on to identify. So Allah said that. Then Allah make those Shu'ub and Qabail, the tribes, only for identification. But you say, no, I am Ilocano, I am something great. And if you are Bisaya, then you are very low. That is shirk. That is shirk, that is a disbelief. Because Prophet ﷺ said, Ta'anun nasab, kufr. If you are ta'an, if you are ridiculing a race, then you are committing kufr. Why is kufr? For many years I do not understand. If I say the Malay is a low race, or if I say the Bicolano is a low race, or if I say the Indians is a low race, mababalai, or African is a mabamong lai, if I say that, why it becomes a disbelief? Why? Because who make you an African? Allah make you. Who make you Chinese? Allah make you Chinese. Because Allah born you in a Chinese family. Who make you Bicolano, or Bisaya, or Ilocano, or Chabacano, or Malay, or Indian race? Who make you all those? Because Allah born you in those families, and Allah make you. And now if you are criticized for him being African or Indian or Chinese or Chabacano or etc., so now you are not pointing him, you are pointing Allah. You are not criticizing, but you are criticizing Allah, because Allah make him that. So it is a very danger to criticize any race or any tribe. Like our Muslim brothers, Maranao, very high. Tausug and Maguindanao, mababa. Tausug says, no. Tausug is number one. Maranao, Maguindanao is very low. Maguindanao will come, no. Maranao, Maguindanao, Maranao, Tausug, nothing. Maguindanao, number one. Subhanallah. Jahiliyyah. That is Jahiliyyah. If you stand up for your tribe and you praising your tribe and you talking something great for your tribe, you are considered a Jahiliyyah. Ignorante. Before you are not belongs to Islam. You belongs to Jahiliyyah. Ignorance. Pagans. If you understand the word pagans, you are pagano. If you're talking about my tribe, my tribe, my tribe, you are a pagano. You are pagan. No value for tribes. This is only for identification. You want to think that because of your tribe you become high, then you are a pagan. You can be great because of the fear of Allah. How much your relation good with Allah, then you become high. But you cannot decide for that, only Allah can decide. Allah said that those races, those shu'ub and their tribes, Allah make only for identification. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Surely the most honorable with Allah is the one who is more fearing Allah. The Bedouins, those lives in the desert, they say, oh, we are believer, we believe. So do not be mayabang for your belief, because if you are believer now, it's Allah make you that. Say to them, you have not yet truly believer, you only submitted. Because the faith is not entered yet to your hearts. You are not yet become a good believer yet. But if you'll obey Allah and His Messenger, then He will not destroy your good deeds. Allah is the most forgiving, the ever merciful. The believers are only those who have faith in Allah. Believers are those who have faith in Allah and His Messenger, and then no doubt. And they struggle hard with their wealth and in their self in the cause of Allah, to spread the message of Allah. Such are the truthful ones. Say, do you presume teach Allah your religion? You are going to teach Allah, you are going to tell Allah that you have a deen, you are Muslim, you have Islam. Allah knows everything in the heavens and the earth. Allah knows the level of your iman, level of your religion. Allah knows all this. Do not try to teach Allah something or try to give knowledge to Allah something. Allah has knowledge of all things. They think they have done you a favor by becoming a Muslim. They think that they become a favor to Prophet Muhammad, to submit it to Allah, to command of Allah, to become Muslim. Do not consider your Islam a favor to me. No, indeed, it is Allah who bestowed a favor on you. So if you are Muslim now, you are a believer now, it's not that you are giving favor to Allah or His Messenger. Allah is favored to you. Allah bless you with Islam and Iman, that you become a believer and you become a Muslim, to submitting to the command of Allah. It is Allah who bestowed a favor on you by guiding you to the true faith, if you are telling the truth. Allah knows the unseen things of the heavens and the earth. Allah sees all that you do. So final part of the surah was about that. Because when you become very good and good attitude and everything, and then you are religious now, praying, now Shaitan will come to you and he will make you mayabang. Oh, I am a very good Muslim, I am a very good believer. Like some example, here we have a mostly Rabbalik Islam. They are converted to Islam because they research, and Allah guided them, so they become a believer now. Now our Muslim brothers, tribal Muslim brothers, like Maranao, Maguindanao, Tausug, the three major tribes. There are the three major tribes. I saw their attitude now. Not good in praying, not praying properly, not fasting, not giving charity. Not only that, not giving charity, even they are rich and they come and get charity. They come with a car. Before is a big problem, but now I restrict myself. Before, many people, they come in Land Cruiser and asking charity. They come in the Land Cruiser, park outside and say, brother, give me zakat. He is parking Land Cruiser outside. He is supposed to give charity to the poor, but now he is getting the charity of the poor. The charity which I supposed to give to the poor, these rich people want to get the charity. And then they sell haram, sell the fake things, selling the pornography, pirate it, everything. And when they see a Malik Islam Muslim brother, very good Muslim, halal business, no cheating, no lying, praying 5 times a day, very good person, and they say, oh, you are Malik Islam, you are not original Muslim. I am the original Muslim. Balik Islam ka pala, hindi ka pure Muslim, ako pure Muslim. That is the one in the last of the surah is talking about that you become mayabang in your Islam. Do not mayabang. That is the last attempt of Shaitan. When shaitan see you going straight to Islam, now shaitan will make you mayabang. In Islam, I'm a very good Muslim, I'm a very good believer, I'm a very generous, I'm very kind, and then you will destroy it. When shaitan reach to the highest level and very religious, and then finally he become destroyed because of mayabang. So one of the temptation of shaitan is to make you mayabang in your deen, to make you arrogant in your religion, in your iman, in your Islam. So if you have a good Islam and we have this good iman or the good religion we are practicing, it's not that we favor to ourselves or to favor to Allah or to His Messenger, but it's Allah is the one who favor on us, that He give us this blessing. It's a favor of Allah that we are here in the masjid right now and we are praying and listening His words. So may Allah guide us, may Allah help us, may Allah forgive us. Alhamdulillah.